All right, movie notes on Swimfan 2002 film for April 2024 viewing. So this is Thursday for April 2024. Doing my movie viewing, movie notes in this video earlier in the day. And there's a cute squirrely in a tree. Would you like to see the cute squirrely in a tree? So there it is. I says, yeah, look, I'm the movie. Do 15 minutes of this, Tanis. See, they're eating the maple tree. Let's not zoom in too far. I've been having some camera difficulties when zooming in too far. So I've decided the squirrelies are a cross between, they're northern hemisphere, northern hemisphere cross between where like lemurs meet meerkats, because they are both tree and they dig. At least these ones they're tree squirrels. There are ground squirrels as well. Anyway, I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And I am it's a very cute squirrel. It's a very cute squirrel. Okay. So Swimfan, here's the movie. I rented it from the King County Library System. Wood here is short for, I think, Woodinville. No, that's not the right. Is that? Yeah. Part of Woodinville. Is in the King County Library System. Okay, King County, that's Snohomish County. Okay. And so, okay, what was my description for this? Okay, is a fiction film about a male swimmer on his high school swim team and the obstacles he faces on his path to deciding whether/where to swim in college. NCAA Division I. His team of interest, the team of interest of the male lead character expressed as Stanford Cardinal towards the beginning of the movie. So I'm going to point that out. In the past, I've been like trying to avoid names in the description. This time I think it's helpful, right? So this guy is a big deal swimmer and he wants to compete in NCAA Division I swimming, which in the United States of America is kind of like the highest tier of collegiate swimming, National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA. And so he wants to go to Stanford and compete for the Stanford Cardinal swim team. So I thought I'd put that out there. It's like, that's like, if people don't know what NCAA Division I is, Stanford Cardinal might help. So like, okay, so that's where I'm guessing it matters, and like the people who made the movie too, because it's about somebody who's a swim fan, and I'm guessing swim fans emerge at a certain level of competition. You know, like somebody has to have a certain level of notability for this to develop something like, there's a gist behind it of like, if somebody's, you know, potentially a superstar, one might get a super fan, in this case a swim fan. And so this male character is that he has a girlfriend, then has this other girl obsessing about him, and then the kind of background of this obsessing character is kind of revealed as the story progresses. And I don't want to give any spoilers away, so I'm not necessarily going to flesh it out other than like this obsessive, I was like, is very much a villain in the movie. And I was like, well, you know, instead of being like, I don't resonate with this character, this is an interesting movie in that I didn't resonate with any of the characters in the movie, peripheral or central. So I'm kind of like, well, then maybe I should try a different exercise for this viewing. Can I come up with a similarity or something I share with the main female character? And how about for one of my friends who's a swimmer that I have a befriending playlist for, is there something that, can I choose someone based on the character attributes of the lead male, and then from that can I find something, so like choosing assignment kind of thing, and then from that, what is something that friend of mine shares in common with the male character? So let's start with me, because I'm trying to figure out what I have in common with an obsessive character, so let's start with me to make it about me. And then I thought, I was watching and I was like, you know what? I share honesty in common with the obsessive character. She talks about how beautiful she thinks another woman is, and she is honest to a fault, in this movie throughout. And I was like, I'm honest to a fault at times. Though I do know like when to like dial it back and not say anything. But I was like, the honesty, right? The girlfriend is not necessarily as forthrightly honest, much less in like a way where she can legitimately build another woman up in a positive way. So there's an interesting one. So it's like, that's actually something I've done. I think if my friend is beautiful, I'm not afraid to compliment them. Some women will like only compliment another woman on if it's like clothes because they really want to take the clothes away. So they do it to build the person up and then hit them down later. I'm not that person whatsoever. It's actually, I was like watching it and I was like, there are a lot of women in the world who can't do that one good thing, which is actually be honest and positive towards someone of the same gender. And I can. So I was like, there we go. I was like happy. I was like, pat on the back. Like I actually found something that's like I would consider a positive quality in a human being. Or at least in a woman. I don't know. Kind of thing. Okay. As a she, her, hers, right? It is the lead character, she, her, hers. Alright, so then let's go with male. Assignment of my befriending playlist currently, right? Again, this is Movie Notes Thursday for April 2024. And this is my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi. So I'm going with the lead male character gets blamed for a lot of framed and blamed for a bunch of things he did not do. So he's a bit of a villain in parts of this movie, and depending on kind of your takeaway, or takeaways from the video, we might view him as a villain still at the end, right? So it's like, who's been publicized and attacked in the sport of swimming for things they didn't do, or unpublicized, right? Because this guy's very much publicized and it's community news. And I was like, how about Kyle Chalmers? He's been framed and blamed for a bunch of things he doesn't do. Am I the one blaming and framing? Wait, then, okay, we could do that because like, did I frame him for playing cricket with me at Adelaide Oval? Did I frame him for kidnapping Ure the quokka from Adelaide Zoo? I don't know. Okay, so not quite the same stuff as this movie, but yeah. I'm trying to make it comedic. Okay. And then what is something Kyle Chalmers shares in common with this main character? Well, I guess that's it. Being framed and blamed. I jumped ahead. Well, so that's what I chose him for. No, yes, no, actually, okay, no, that's assignment. I did have a second takeaway. He actually shares something in common with the main character that I share in common with the main, okay, he with the male character that I with the female character. Honesty. He gets framed and blamed, the main character in this movie, the male one, the swimmer. And he says, I didn't do it. She didn't do it. It was the obsessive lady. And it was like, that's Kyle Chalmers. When he gets framed and blamed, he says, I didn't do it. That's not true. That's made up. What? He didn't kidnap a quokka from the Adelaide Zoo? That's made up? Okay. So, yeah, I was like, that's an attribute my friend Kyle Chalmers and I share in common. We're both honest. And it's actually something that the main characters share in common. Which is kind of interesting. Because, right, this obsessive person he does cheat on his girlfriend with. And I was just kind of like, well, there's something there that the guy cheats on his girlfriend with. And there's an underlying reason. I was like, maybe it's honesty. He liked a little bit of honesty. I don't know. Cheating here being what, because he actually, the main character, Jesse Bradford, who was in Bring It On, for the cheerleading female types who their panties get wet over him because they like him, kind of thing. I'm not, Jesse Bradford is not my kind of guy, not my type, that kind of thing. So I didn't have that problem with this movie. But the character uses the term cheating, and I guess cheating means he had sex with a woman other than his girlfriend, while the woman that was his girlfriend was his girlfriend. Okay, so my movie notes on Swimfan 2002 film for April 2024.